Oh, we're back? Testing. Is this working? Let me check Kana. Okay, Kana's still being Kana. That's fine. Please, Gigi, please do not tell her I'm streaming when she's also going live. Yes? Alright, that's good. AC anxiousness well up inside because their previous sleepless night. The black forest surrounded the house and the gloomy wind. I mean, I would love to live in the forest. I mean, sure, I might know there are beasts out there, but unless the beasts are hungry, I don't think I need to fear anything, right? The longer I waited, the colder a lumpy white substance became. I mean, yeah, it's Russian winter. Everything gets cold fast. Like, I'm pretty sure that you guys heat your food really, really well before you serve it so that you can eat it really, really warm. You look like a jellyfish from a Food Soul Odyssey. Love that show. I never heard about that show. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Why are you thinking about that, my dude? Like, eat your damn food! Don't think about horrors beyond your imagination. Or how cold the black forest is at night. Like I said, your food, it's tasty and warm and delicious. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Spoon fell on my hand. Okay, you got slippery fingers. Mom showered me the cold glare from her green eyes.
Что я говорила?
Я достану.
I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling nasty porridge once again. Oh, he didn't like it. He found the wrong spoon. What is this carved on the other side of the table? Karina. Huh, that's my mom's name. I should grab it out. It's something pointy when she was little. Isn't that just nice? Isn't that just cute? She sure was a rascal. Let me just appreciate her like that. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. I mean, we grow up, you know. We make mistakes back then. Remind her about it. No, she's been in a bad mood lately. Yeah, you don't want to add more of that thing. You don't want to add more. I imagine her being my age, said another tale. I wonder, was Mom afraid of dark back then? I could say that most people are afraid of darkness outside. Like, I think most people are just like not naturally afraid of the unknown. You either keep that fear or you understand that the darkness, it's just a state of being without light. And what's beyond the darkness is not that scary sometimes. Or the sounds coming out of the attic. Or the thick forest. Again, kid, are you traumatized? I imagine my garamba coming from my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of the bed where all the edge sleeps nowadays, saying this in her soft, smooth voice.
Тайга особое место, дитятка. Она к тебе присматривается, принюхивается.
What the hell's taiga?
Словно хочет понять, что ты за зверь такой.
Huh?
Понравишься, в беде не бросит.
So he's like a guardian spirit? Like telling who's a good boy, who's a bad girl? Like, that's like a popular story you tell to kids to actually behave.
А будешь проказничать, схватит за бочок и утащит с собой под землю.
Grandma, please do not traumatize your daughter. It's gonna be bad for your kids.
Тут и дело с концом.
Wow, that's cold. Grandma was caring. She never faulted anybody, never yelled, never swore. Those were the times without the maddened screams of the late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Grandma's dead, don't tell me. My parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening to one of the conversations by chance. They were talking about grandma's getting prepared for her funeral. Yeah, grandma's dead. Like, I think there are stories in which one family member holds the household together, and once that family member is gone, everything goes to crap. I've seen that happening. It's not a funny sight. She already bought a casket, and she called her cute funeral box. He waited for his time to close it. patiently. It was black, upholstered with meat-colored material inside. I saw when my grandma was getting buried. Hasn't been changed since the time she was alive. Only all the photos were gone. Why? Don't you want to remember your grandma for something? The last couple pictures with great eyes of my ancestors. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. I'll climb under the table. Okay, kid, like, you have a problem. You remember your grandma just by standing down there, just finding a spoon. Like, it's interesting backstory from a family, but are you okay? Ollie was done with the cookies. I was looking at my chair with a sly wooden woodland cricket. To my gaze towards the frosted window. There were a lot of dark pines outside, but I didn't grab my attention. The battered frost formed a picture on the glass. Look at this. It looks like the frost makes like plants. I honestly find this beautiful.
Оля, гляди, лиса!
Oh. Yeah, that. Isn't that suspicious?
Где?
It looked almost like those optic illusion thingies they put in the back of student notebooks. Yeah, look at this thing. It makes you realize at first glance. We blur the vision a little bit and look under a certain angle.
Да не на улице, на стекле. Смотри, вот нос, вот.
Ну-ка, доедай.
Like, yeah, oh, okay, ma'am.
Да, да, сейчас. Я ничего не вижу.
You need imagination, lady. Little girl.
Живо. Совсем немного осталось.
No, seriously, kid. Like, you don't want your food to get cold.
Вот. Но все равно не похоже. А я говорю, похоже.
Okay, you don't fight over it.
Не-а. Похоже.
Прекратите. Ну что за дети?
Now I couldn't see the fox either. It disappeared. Went away. Only frosted patterns similar stretched out and the leaves kept creeping at the glass. My dad entered the kitchen with long butcher steps. I want to have that beard when I grow up. No, don't, like, I think beards are problematic. Like, I think I've seen some people that like beards, people that like beards, and those that don't like it have to actually, like, razor their beard, like, their face lots of times, and it's kind of annoying sometimes, I suppose. It depends on your tastes. Mom always asks jokingly, come on, shave it off. It stinks. I mean, your mother understands. This was so long ago. Oh, your relationship between you two is not that great. Nowadays, Romney doors and witty comebacks were everyday occurrence. Olga always conversated when she hears something like, what's the point of all this through the world? It's all for your sake, Dad would reply. For the sake of our family. I was got every sound in the fear, hitting the most dreaded, the deadliest word that started with a D. Ah. Yeah. I'm so sorry. But, like, imagine being a kid and having to pass through, like, that type of situation. Yeah. It's harsh. I don't want to finish it. Yeah, I mean, I could guess it. You don't even have to spell it out in my mind, kid. Scared to imagine that me and my little sister could be torn apart and taken into two different families.
Да что твоя лиса? Вот у меня на окне сова.
Опять ты со своей совой.
Listen, like, let the kid be a kid.
Так ты же вчера мне верил.
Никто ключи от машины не видел?
Oh, it's in the wastebasket. Just kidding.
Вроде оставлял на подоконнике.
Вроде.
What? Excuse me? Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, how do I reset that? Wait a minute, did I? Hold up a second. Oh, I see what's happening. I didn't notice at first. Hold up. I noticed my mistake. And I think you guys... Yeah, I apologize. He's like, what the hell happened? Also, hi there, Yogi. I finally noticed your presence. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold up a second. This is my bad. There we go. Oh, thank God we're back. You guys are back. Sorry about that. Hello. Hi, Charlie. The chat is broke. Trying to get it fixed. Hit in the chat broke. The chat broke. You started Steam box. Okay, there we go. Now we good. Guys, you there? Okay, roll call. There we go. Yoki, Charlie, Gigi, Comrade, Taiga, Norsava. Ah, okay.
Вроде оставлял, вроде нет. Вроде взрослый мужчина, отец двоих детей, а вроде...
Don't do the witty comeback. He might get mad.
Перестань, пожалуйста, Карина. Дай мне спокойно собраться.
В корзине твои ключи, возле телефона.
See? Was that so much to ask?
Огромное тебе человеческое спасибо.
Oh, спасибо. Okay, that is saying thanks. Got it. Yeah, I fixed it, Charlie.
Антон, ешь быстрее, а то как мученик сидишь.
А сова?
Не было там никакой совы.
Don't make your daughter cry. You have to, you know, kind of like follow along. I'm watching the stream, but not here. Please don't disturb me. So who gives to you? Oh, it was Comrade. Oh, yeah, I know you're there, Gigi.
Была! Глазюки огромные! Во! И светятся!
Does it shoot laser beams out of his eyes? Olga scrolled up from a chair and placed her hands on her little face, emitting a pair of eyes in her fingers, the size of an apple each. If that's the size of an apple for each eye, then she should seek a doctor. That is not right. Like, imagine having eyes the size of an apple. Like, what the hell are you talking about, Yogi? I cannot read that shit.
В прошлом году бабай в шкафу, сейчас сова.
Bye-bye. Slimy folklore, nocturnal spirit used by parents to threaten ill became chin. Why do kids always try to scare their children with that? Are these guys anime in the game, Hanta? It is kind of anime stylized.
Но я же видела!
Olga shifted the gaze back and forth from that to mom to me, but couldn't find any support. Yeah, like, maybe you're just hallucinating, lady.
А ты не думала подружиться с ней, нет?
Huh? Why asking that?
Вымышленными мышами покормить, например.
Okay, you're funny. I know you're trying to be funny, but I don't think that's the way to do it.
Не подначивай ребенка. Просто мала еще, и спать одна боится.
Like, how little is she, by the way? And she's gone. Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh, look at her eyes. She's so comfortable to be pinned under it. Yeah, I understand. I perfectly understand how, like, I know how rough it is to be under the gaze of a really, really angry and pissed off mother. Don't do that. Don't be in that position. Try to avoid it. You can take it. I've been so busy on Facebook Lite lately, Hanta. Why are you on Facebook Lite? The snorter left, bringing the keys he just found. All right, now you're stuck. Oh, this is the worst situation. He just left. He just ran away. He's like, no, the bitch is angry. I must leave. You left your kid feeling the wrath of a mother. That is no good. Amina passed away and the team and Little Mermaid just go through the house. Is that a correct theme song? It was stored in a clearly worn out cassette tape, which Dad already had to glue together once. It's so easy to fix objects by gluing them together together, for example. No, it shouldn't work like that. Like, why did you think that duct tape doesn't fix everything? Duct tape doesn't fix everything, you know? But how do you fix a relationship? Oh. Yeah. I mean, I mean, I have no answer for that. They had to figure it out themselves. Mom moved to the living room, was left alone, and she's clean glasses at the window. Mr. Fox is not gonna save your family, you know. Wally had trouble sleeping ever since we moved to this house. She would toss and turn to curl up the ball under her blanket. Sometimes she would jump in the middle of the night, turn on the VCR. You guys have VCR? Okay, where and when are you living? Because I haven't heard the word VCR in a while. Cartoons help her take our mind of our troubles. We had to move with our parents. Hello! And then Olya said she saw a giant flying monster outside the window. Oh, that's an owl! Is that Molfestio from Monster Hunter GU? Beyond about 90... Oh! About the 90s years. Have you had a turkey for Thanksgiving? We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. Okay, little girl. What you need to do is grab a switch axe. With a switch axe, you try to use aerial style on Molfestio. He will roar, and then he will use like some dust to try to invert your controls. Fear not, you can just wiggle through there. Then, after you wiggle through the controls, you have to jump and then just bash his head in. And then you slay it, and then you can carve his flesh. Simple! She became obsessed with it. No, obsession is one thing. Being afraid is another thing. Her parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Olya refused to sleep alone. They believed that the owl was just one of her nightmares. After last night, I'm not so sure what to make of my sister's word. I want to think about it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? No, that just will be the T-virus. That night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep, and then I think about expecting my new school. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of the new term. I mentioned drew long, twisting hallways that led to classrooms full of kids. But the students behind the desk were simple dark figures, cut out using a template. Okay, you have a really, really messed up imagination, kid. They're just kids. Some are nice, some are stupid. You get used to it. Circular gaped holes in the middle of the faces, bird of eyes blinked in holes. Well, some completely different creatures, but looking at me from behind the flat back silhouettes. No, maybe they're just blind. And if they're blind, you can actually steal it from their wallets. Trust me. Actually, don't steal from their wallets. They actually just get mad. Their cruel glares, filled with icy sneers, maybe shiver from head to toe. No, they don't have eyes. What glares? Like, what are you talking about? They're blind. Listen, if they're blind, you can sneak around. Last arrived here? Yes. Okay, maybe this guy's a vampire. Look at his mouth. When they got by me and beat me down, saw me with her bloody shoes. Why would they do that? I mean, unless they have something else to do. I don't know. The damn school can build for all I care. You haven't been there for like, you haven't been there. Have you? Just wish for anything to happen to it. Doesn't mean what? I didn't want to go there that badly. I mean, listen. School can be like trying to flip a coin. Heads, it's nice. Tails, it might not be that nice. I mean, it's not the institution. It's the kids that go there. I mean, that's like a simulation of how it will be in the real world after all. It's like, you can mingle with some people will not mingle with you. It all depends on how well you can manage that, I suppose. My school, I don't remember much about it. I think I just didn't like anyone out there. Well, there were some people that I kind of like understood, but I didn't actually like form like lasting friendships there. Makes me wonder if I did the right thing. I don't want to see people who are just itching to smack me in the head, break me up, think of a new defensive name for me, worse than the previous one. Why would they do that? I mean, kids are not that cruel. Oh, can I just finish the stream? Okay, I was just checking my phone. Okay, give me a second, I'm writing something. If I like the glasses I wore, make me outsider of some sort of monster. It's just your glasses. Hanta, focus on the stream. I'll be watching you. Liz, I just wanted to say hi to Kana and thank you for the stream. You know? I gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but all they begged me hand them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as I played. The small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings. They promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes, I imagine Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, you got the wrong number. Or, Anthony's not around. Oh, come on. Lady, don't do that. Your kid is your friends. Anthony's not around. Imagine my future classmates lying in their beds, just like me, listening to the house of the invisible werewolves outside of it. Okay, where do the werewolves come from? Okay, I understand the kids, but werewolves? You have an active imagination. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all? In spirit. But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? I mean, there are some people that are kind of into that sometimes. I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little. Now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. I was creak pressed by the window. The condo we used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzed with the neighbor's drill. Mom with a TV set behind the wall. Cried like a baby from the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It feels like an apartment building. It was silent and easygoing during the day. Shadows lay dormant in the corners, over the closet, cobwebs under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching from me every corner. I was that old photos of my deceased family with reaction eyes were hanging on the walls in place of my buildings. No, you're just hallucinating, kid. The floor was squeaking. Rusty drains were moaning. The attic was occupied with dusty traps. You guys need to fix that attic. Good thing the house is performing some sort of demonic melody. No, I don't think that works like that. Like, how do you have a coordinated like sound effect? You have like an orchestra of demonic sounds. Nah, kid, that's just coincidence. And then I realized it was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. Oh shit, I can hear it now too. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, of the creaking whole house, and then my thoughts stuck into them. I stood up and rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that this music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. But it's nice music too, man. It's not that someone was playing it there. It's the cold, snowy night, right? Oh, you want me to open it? I want to hear the music. It's nice. Okay, keep going, buddy. Don't stop. Fine. Someone was dancing in the field. The hell? Black silhouettes I could barely make out, with the dark forest as its backdrop. They jump around, bask in moonlight, bump into piles of snow, roll around and crawl on all fours. Oh, those are beasts dancing. Hey! That reminds me of the story of like that, like Piper that actually could like tame and like charm beasts. Or no, it was the mice or the mice Piper. There's a fable or story in which there was a piper or a musician that could charm like rats or mice to do his bidding. It kind of felt interesting to really read that story. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but these clearly were not wolves. Oh god, no, they're furries. Stay away, kid, you don't want to go there. They stood up right at times, circling around the holding hands and wiping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back. Something bizarre was going wrong. Yeah, but freaking clearly, they're gonna get a frog freeze out there. Like, look at that. Like, I think it's like -20 out there. Shadows dancing in the stars abyss make my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. Kid, you have a very, very vivid horror-like imagination, man. You need to seek a doctor. Suddenly, the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place, and I could swear, tears came in my eyes. That's because you haven't been clapping with them. Listen, kid, when you have a very, very, very artistic situation out there, you clap, then you laugh. Or you don't need those, you just go away. When sleds immediately parted from a bizarre shadow carnival and spread across the field with giant leaps. It gilded on squeaky snow without leaving any prints, until it was about a bleached black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. Look at the boy, he didn't even leave any footprints. My heart was jumping around like a bird inside a cage. I shut the curtains with a sweet motion and stepped back towards the bed. Good call, kid. They saw me. That's why you need a cardboard box. If you have a cardboard box, they will catch you. They won't catch you. Just ask Solid Snake. A pretty torrent of fear watched over me. I stood in the middle of the perfect dark room, listening to someone just move and scrape around, looking for an entrance. The sound moved to the right. Now going to the right. You will find the door. Please don't open the door. Then circle around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. You're very polite to call that furry a guest. I jumped to the bed and covered myself with a blanket, as if to protect me. You need a cardboard box. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remember the funeral. My grandma lying there, hands crossed on the chest, facial features sharp like that oil-painted doll. Answering up down the desk chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagined those little creatures climbing her head and pulling her eyelids with their legs. Are you talking about the ants? I don't think the ants would do that. Like, ants don't do that. They're too busy doing ant things. Then her wrinkled eyeballs would once again move inside her sockets and she'd be able to see her grandchildren. No, kid, you're talking about a zombie. Don't have zombies. Like, last time we talked about zombies, the Umbrella Corporation was around, and that never ended well. I was chanting the spell she taught me through the whole procedure. And now, lying under the blanket, listening to those squeaks in the house, was repeating the same words.
На острове Буяне, в синем океане, стоит домовина, в ней сало и глина, волосы седые, чертям еда, раба Божьего Антона не тронут никогда.
Come on, wait, bye, Titsao. Come on, wait, bye, Titsao. Come on, wait, bye, Titsao.
Бесы забудут дорогу к дому.
Or get a shotgun. My bet's on the shotgun.
Мертвый к мертвому, живой к живому.
Bizarre sounds had disappeared. Unconscious peek out from their blanket, saw the curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. The sound scratched my eardrums. In reality, something or someone was scratching at the front door. Or the clawing at the wood to remind to be let in. I think that's your sister. The door was shut. Dan had become very cautious recently, so he suddenly started locked. Oh, what a nice dad. I remember him staring at the forest steadily. He was looking for someone.
Мертвое к мертвому, живое к живому.
I think they broke your plates. That's rude. I hugged my ears, it's my chin between them, drilled the door over my eyes. It was flimsy and weak before the light of the darkness. And the doorknob twitched slightly. They have opposable thumbs. They turned it halfway, once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. The door tilted once more, and then started clicking violently. You're gonna break the doorknob! I'll make you pay for that, you know? My jaw clamped with fear. My wet fingers touched the blanket. The door creaked open. Oh, thank God, you actually opened it. Now, listen, I would charge you for the price of breaking my door, you know? The wind taunted me, moaning inside the teen rains. Now, you'll see. The door was wide open. Sir, do you need something? The darkness breathed inside the carnivorous mouth of the doorway. If it was carnivorous, it would have teeth. Kid, you have a very active imagination. Listen, you need a hobby. I do suggest Monster Hunter, please. Doshaguma? No. It wasn't a night itself was calling out to me. Fluffy's black wings were sweeping rusty fingers. I was trembling, staring by the web of darkness from the corners of my room, waiting for the one weaving to come out of the gaping black hole. That is not a black hole, that's just a doorway. The black hole will actually just like kill you instantly. My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, where the excellent expert screamed, "Sir, you need the cardboard box." But before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me. Yeah, I knew. That was your sister. My sister's pale face protruded from thick shadows. I was screaming in relief.
Оля, я не сплю. Что случилось?
Only a frown struck at her lower lip, a clear sign that she was about to cry. I know, lady. I know. I was scared the furry was also chasing me around like that. Don't do that. I cannot do that. Listen, little kid. In order for to do that, you need to learn self-defense. You do down low, then you cancel it into quarter circle forward into punch, and then you might be safe. If not, then I guess you could kiss your ass goodbye. You'll be fine. The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hit somewhere in my stomach. I needed to call Ollie down. He's a good brother.
Это был сон, глупая. Не пугайся. Сны не кусаются. Никто тебя не обидит.
Only a soft. She was trying her best to believe me. I wasn't sure myself. Listen, you need to hug your sister. It feels like she's been through a lot. Just reassure her. She'll be fine, I think.
У меня есть идея.
Oh God, please be a good idea.
Пойдем к тебе в комнату, видик посмотрим. Спящую красавицу, например.
You have Disney? Oh wait, it's the 90s. You guys might have Disney.
Тебе же нравится этот мультик? Почему у спящей красавицы принца у меня эта страшная птица?
I don't know how to answer that. I mean, listen, maybe the prince, when you have a married life, might not be as nice as you think. Maybe he'll get into Magic the Gathering, and then he'll be very busy to take care of the family. Actually, no, that's... You know what? Never mind. My imagination is kind of weird too. Listen, if it's a scary beard, like I told you, grab a Switch X, get aerial style, drive some flash bombs, and you'll be fine. Easy peasy. That question took me by surprise.
Ладно, давай посмотрим Золушку.
My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What started me with his eyes while dancing frivolously under the moon? The horizon was clean to the window. Could be fooled by Grandma's whole chance. I came back with a translator. Also, taiga, it's boreal forest of snow forest with pines. I kind of had an idea what a taiga is. There's a Magic the Gathering card called taiga that is like mountains and forests. He couldn't be satisfied with the feast of a lard and low ashen hair.
Тоша, ты идешь? Да, сейчас.
Hello, sir. Listen, that's rude. Also, how do you get through the door? I'm surprised they didn't react to that. I'm surprised I didn't react to that. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Olya and her all in the morning. Oh, so you're having a flashback. Listen, if you watch some furries play around in the snow, then yeah, I guess that's what happens to you. Kid, you need a hobby that does not involve horror. Instead of literature, you should play Monster Hunter, honestly. It'll help your psyche. Who could be visiting us here in the middle of nowhere? We don't know anyone from around here. Those are sub nickname from Anton. Really? Okay, I'll add that to my mind because I was weird. Like, why did you call him Tosha? All right, so persistent. I finished reading that setup just when a silly thought of that our morning guest could have come from the woods. I could barely hear the voices coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide. I mean, yeah, you're really spooked out. In the closet. Kid, that's not a closet, that's the fridge. Under the table. Behind the curtains, where Orya always hides.
Тоша, подойди-ка сюда.
Come in, Mom. I felt like kettlebells were tied to my feet. I still dragged them towards the hallway. A couple of policemen towered over me in the doorway. Oh, what the hell do you do? They smelled like frost and worry. My mom almost winced and grumbled the moment she saw patrol cars. Worse than bandits. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused.
Здравствуйте.
The senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded.
Тут мальчик вчера потерялся. Вовой зовут.
Huh?
Глянь, пожалуйста. Ты его не видел?
The police held out a photograph to me. There was a ginger boy around the age of elementary school, pictured with a wall carpet as a backdrop. With a striped cat in his hands with a worthwhile smile. That's a nice cat.
Точно? Посмотри внимательнее.
Где мне его видеть? Я тут никого не знаю. Да и из дома-то почти не выхожу.
That's true.
А может, видел в окно?
I mean, are you insinuating he's like a dancing boy in the snow? No one would actually be dancing in the snow like that, you know? Could catch a cold.
Да. У тебя ведь окна на лес.
Mom, do you think would be a kid dancing in the forest at night like that?
Нет, не видел.
Ясно.
He sounded tired by his eyes. His stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. Listen, Mr. Policeman, the kid has been through a lot. He's grown to withering under the eye of guilt, which his giant shadow casts over me. The police finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, stairway, and the cracks ceiling, which I haven't noticed before for some reason.
Вы, кстати, как на новом месте? Попривыкли уже?
Понемногу. Только вот дочка маленькая по городу скучает.
Oh, you came from the city? Why did you move here in the first place?
Скучает, значит. Из местных вас никто не беспокоит?
Oh, actually, no, never mind. I can't understand.
Все хорошо, спасибо.
Спасибо. The policeman peers through me one more time, some brown eyes. My head started to spin.
Может, вам помочь как-то?
I said in a shaky voice, look at the polite boy to end an explicit conversation sooner.
Я вот стою и думаю, ты, малец, на племеша моего похож.
Why are you saying that?
Шустрый парнишка твоих лет, с такими же окулярами. Все книжками зачитывался, детективами.
I think those detective novels actually kind of like warp his mind to believe like there's monsters outside. Maybe he needs something else.
Когда летом погостить приезжал, говорит, что в школу милиции мечтает поступить. Как я, хотел людям помогать. Смекаешь?
That's very noble. I felt comfortable. As if a distant relative and a police officer stood before me.
Ох, ребятушки, сидите-ка вы лучше дома. Не ввязывайтесь ни во что. Жизнь сейчас совсем другая пошла.
Yeah. There's deep fake everywhere, AI is controlling everyone, and Monster Hunter has not been doing that well in Monster Hunter Wilds. But that will be fixed in TU4. Also, VTubers are everywhere, and that's good or bad, I suppose? You know what? Never mind. The word is kind of weird. Mom interjected with a cold voice.
Мне ли не знать?
Ну да ладно. Ты, Антон, в каком классе учишься?
В 6-м.
Oh, he's like he's not that old. He's maybe 10 years old.
Друзей-то на новом месте еще не завел?
No, it would be like 12.
Пока нет. Я только после каникул в школу пойду.
Тогда вот вам на всякий случай мой номер. Звоните, если узнаете что.
You're giving this kid way too much attention. What's wrong? The policemen were going along through the shadows. Smelled a chew cologne and thought of a smiling boy. His face still stood before my eyes. I wonder what it was like for him, being all alone there. For some reason, the thought of forest swaying in the wind. What did his poor parents feel? It must be harsh. What would my parents do if I would go missing? Would they cry and thrash around hysterically? Or would they accuse each other like they always do? Forget about me eventually. Dude, you have so much baggage.
Мам, а Вова этот в нашем лесу заблудился?
Выходит, что так. Бедный ребенок.
Look at the window about the road. The police, US, what? A Soviet and Russian off-road freight passenger car van was produced in a Rudariosk car factory. So it's just a car brand. The officer's nephew came to mind was splitting off the whole paint with a windowsill. I don't know how it's in the north, but houses usually have the entryway with a second door to keep the heat in. Ah, so basically, your houses are like have an inbuilt heater system. Fascinating. I remember all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series I read this summer. What the hell's Black Kitty? A series of contemporary Russian original translated teen mystery books. Oh, you guys have like teen mystery novels? Ulabinovsk Auto Sazbot. Okay. They look for clues, spy on suspicious people. So like Scooby-Doo. Raggy. We need to get out of here. There's like dangerous... Raggy. Sorry. I just said amazing mentors. Bam. Solve any complicated case. Did they have like a talking dog too? They become local celebrities and must have made their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of policeman's footprints that led to the forest. Then it clicked in my head. Why was there a conversation in my own? Kid, you're a kid. You're gonna get fine. I mean, don't blame you end up dead. Maybe I'll find that lost boy. I mean, I do appreciate you're like very, very, very enthusiastic about this, but okay, fine. Night reward. Oh, they may be so happy or traumatized. Think this through, really. And only Olya, mom and dad too. Maybe they forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe it'll save us from the D word. He's a nice boy. Ulanov is Lenny's last name. You said his name after him, or in fact. Really? I fantasy about buying Olya at Tamagotchi and get a cassette player. They had Tamagotchi in Russia too. I guess Japanese products were very popular in Russia. I get a cassette player and bought a taste for myself. Yeah, I think that's when like Samsung was like around and they produce like video cassettes. The Walkman, and I remember when the Walkman was like a very, very, very amazing novelty. And a whole box of Kinder Surprise. When was the last time our parents bought us any toys? Not Sodom, I think. My dad had lost his job at the time. There's this annoying song about it. What the hell? Accountant. A song about all-female Soviet pop band by the name of Kombinatishka. They became very popular in the early 90s. Tamagotchi were popular. I don't know how popular, but they became one of the symbols of the era. Man, really? They were like Digimon of the era too. Tamagotchi was not popular where I was around. I don't think we had like access to that type of toys. What we had was like I think like Pokemon like chips, and I think Yu-Gi-Oh came around that era too. I think the reason we kind of like love trading card games a lot, but because the most kid-like thing back then in the 90s was Yu-Gi-Oh. When it came out, everyone was playing Yu-Gi-Oh back then, and I think that's why it became like very popular to like introduce card games, trading card games here. It was amazing. I had no idea what the content jobs like. They got money, I think. Neighbors used to buy us, but nowadays mom and dad barely had money to afford sweets, and dad would always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Olya. Sometimes I gave her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she was till just a beep squeak. I couldn't wait to go out, looking for a cruise. Okay, Scooby-Doo, be careful out there.
Пойду погуляю.
Ага, сейчас.
Yeah, no, it's too dangerous.
Чтобы потом милиционеры с твоей фотографией по домам ходили.
She's right.
Лес вон какой густой. А если мальчика звери дикие утащили? Или того хуже?
Yeah, you might be snatched by VTubers. No, maybe I should not joke about that. Even worse, he got through the hallway.
Да я рядом буду. В лес не пойду.
Что я тебе сказала? Мне дважды повторять.
Don't worry your mother, please. An angry mother is one thing. A worried and angry mother is even worse.
Лучше портфель собери или соли поиграй.
The sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. It means the argument was over. My mom had the last word. What's this? This cross had seen so many people come and go to this house. It was black and absorbed all human sin for long years. Was hanging on the ceiling. I guess Russia was very Catholic. There's like Russian how to say this? I think in Russian like towns out there, I think like religion was very strong, right? After Grandma died, Mom was going to take it off and hang a horseshoe in place as a lucky charm. But she got herself at the cross corner and almost fell from a step ladder. Dad got a sign from above, ordered the cross to be left alone in its rightful place. Orthodox. Oh. Alright, we have options. First things first. I'm gonna get some water. I need water. I've been talking way too much. Give me a second. I was thinking about the fox? No. I was thinking about the water. Ah, I needed water. I've been talking way too much. Normally I'm not this talkative, and talking way too much tires me a lot, I realize. Maybe that's why I prefer silence. Okay, so I could go to the kitchen, to the front yard. Why would I open this now? The dark, stuffy closet. Mom says it smells like mice. But how would she know the smell? I mean, I think she was spooked by mice herself. She hates when I stick my nose in there. But afraid I'll call myself a freshly sharpened axe. And only I can even lure too close to it. She thinks Baba is even there. I tried to help her fight her fears once. I opened the door and turned on the dim lamp, and she would see there was nothing but cobwebs, dead stools, and scratched walls. She still didn't believe me. Your sister is very scaredy cat. And I like to hide in the closet and listen to all God's gun inside. 1, 2, 3, better hide from me. Then drag her feet on the creaking house floorboards, when she won't need to look for me in the grand monster den. You always hit here, and because she would know she wouldn't find you here. Smart kid. I don't think you want to go to your mother. Let's go to the front yard.
Антон, сейчас ремня получишь. Ни шагу за порог.
Ah. Okay. All right. Like to mom. Grandma killed ice cream for me and all the other, but now I could see only meat, bits of soup, clump, and together pelmeni. I grew to help me already. Pelmeni. Russian variety of dumplings made by boiling anything uneven dot filled with mince meat. Or may call it Russian fast food? You guys have fast food? How does it taste? Judging by his reaction, not that good, right? Like, does it taste like meat or something? Curious about that. Okay. The side of an old ocean freezer was checked by children's romance, mom received, and all kind of secrets, bubble gum, dinosaurs, all I like so much. Oh, she likes dinosaurs! She would love Monster Hunter. Oh, this is from the policeman. Scroll paper was held by 2 pieces of rocket magnet, some old savvy toy. Those pieces just barely covered up the numbers that stunned me. And then towards unveil the mystery, take the piece of Sarah place when he would wait for his time to finally find Boba and disperse to call police and happy news. Pelmenis, meat in duff, boiling water. That's it? No salt? Not even like sauce? Spices? Anything? Just meat? Boiled meat? No wonder he doesn't like the taste.
Антон,
Huh? Mom's reported eyes stared at me.
зачем тебе? Не трогай, потеряешь же.
Angry my mom was the last thing I wanted, so I lowered my hand. Yeah, good call, kid. What? I took a peek at mom's crossword. She became very angry when someone gave her advice. So me and Dark picked knowing the answer and being able to reveal it all the time. That's a good call. I smiled at the fleeting thought. Vertical, my lures, named Philistine deity that protected them from viper bites and had the nickname the Lord of Flies. Beelzebub? That's Beelzebub. That's Beelzebub, I know.
МЧС России объявила экстренное предупреждение из-за неблагоприятных погодных условий. По прогнозу синоптиков, к региону приближается
Cyclone?
из-за которого ожидается сильный снег, метель, снежные заносы на дорогах.
You guys have tornadoes of ice? Means meat, onion, salt, pepper. Oh, at least you have salt and pepper. Okay. So it's at least seasoned. I would suggest adding tomatoes and some garlic.
Будьте осторожны и берегите себя.
The creepy stain-covered calendar was my favorite form of entertainment in Grandma's house. I remember waking up to run to the kitchen so I could dirty up yesterday's leaf first thing in the morning. The coming day was let lost in a tag of horses by my help. I don't understand why people like tearing up the paper of the calendar. One day closer to New Year's. One day closer to my grandma's funeral. Oh, she died in New Year's. Since the time they started writing dark spooky death chants that only make gloomy instead of funny proverbs and superstitions to be exact. I grabbed a dusty calendar, leaf, and caution, tore it effortlessly. Sadly, the spooky descriptions from my childhood were still there. 7 horses carry lock, each 7 can carry, bring the 8th from ferry. They will take it away if they never come back. This is the fate of a lock and escape. Ugh, that is depressing. Okay, I guess the only option I have is to lie to mom, right?
Мам, там что-то с телевизором случилось. Картинка какая-то тусклая и экран весь в полосах.
On face became visibly distorted.
Без ножа меня режешь. Дострелялся вот к своих. Говорила же, посадите мне кинескоп своей приставкой.
Oh, he has a console! Even with mayonnaise, ketchup, a mix of the two. Oh, that's good. Like mixing mayonnaise with ketchup gives you like golf sauce, and that is really good. Why would he hate it? Like, if you add ketchup and mayonnaise mixed with that, it will taste good. Man, the kid has no taste.
Где мы теперь мастера найдем в дыре этой, а?
Может быть, просто настройки сбились? Сходи, посмотри, пожалуйста.
Нормально же работал с утра.
Из-за снегопада, наверное, неполадки.
Mom rubbed her hands clean of her apron and went to Olivier's room. Opened the front gate, went to the field. Parents scared the children playing console too often would break the TV. Ah, he used that light back for that. That's smart. He's a smart kid. Carefully, so Mom wouldn't see me from the window. When I crossed half the distance from the forest, the snow paths became as high as my knees. I remember my nightly fears. Kid, why are you doing this in the first place? I saw those sleds around here. They were jumping around, holding hands. The hypnotizing music started to play my headphones on. That other day, those figures felt like a simple dream. The sun turned my nightmares to ash, but the aftertaste was still there. Distant ringings in my ears, destroyed shadows glowing the snow alongside me, and a barely audible whisper in my head, blurry and almost kind. Everything was silent. So silent I felt like the world was totally empty. No, there were just still trees. It's not completely empty. No ground, no sky, no parents, no Olya. But time reached its limit and one-way trip that ended the forest spiny stockade. Sometimes silence was much scarier than a scream. No, silence is nice. Like, for example, on Sundays, there's lack of cars out there. I like the silence of Sundays. It's peaceful. You can hear the sound of the birds, and it's nice. Very, very nice. The console was open cheap. Dendy, a pirated copy of Nintendo. Good old Jack Sparrow. But thankfully, at least Russian kids had access to Nintendo. It would be cruel for any kid not to have access to Nintendo. Really. Nintendo in the 90s, ooh boy. Especially the NES. I mean, some games were good, some games were bad. It's basically that way. Oh, give me a second. I'm trying to open this thing. Okay, there we go. Got it. I was opening like a container of like lemon pie. I was about to eat this too. Give me a second. I need some sugar in my system. Tasty. My parents would scream at each other while arguing. Well, me and Olya turned to stone, listening to them. Oh, kid, you should have just like go back to her room and secure your sister. Reassure her that everything was gonna be fine. Then and always came the ringing silence. Our apartment became numb a couple of days before we departed. It was hard to remember the times Mom and Dad joke around, laughing, spend time together. Almost like it was all of it was in the previous life. When the kids were all your present, she always frowned and snored in a funny way. But one day all changed. Something important had left our home, and something scary filled the remaining void. It was as a fire broke out, and our parents were hurriedly packing their belongings, trying to save themselves and us. From who, though? From people with dead cold eyes, sometimes visited in our previous home. The eyes only saw balls of warmth and black around them and everything. What the hell are you imagining, kid? Somewhere far away, but siren was going off, trying to warn us from a coming menace. What? I started chasing away my dishes and look around. You have a beanie! Cool. Okay, so from what I understand, her family was happy in the city. Grandma died, and something came out. Something happened that just like made the relationship really, really rocky. There were only me, this white field, and wind that was whipping up icy dust and belts of powdered snow. I squinted from the sun, from my eyes from sunless forest. The specifically dark contrast of blinding whiteness. Knobby tree roots slither around the snow like fat snakes. Rotten leaves and coniferous needles frosting the ice. Is that a bird or a glove? Dry figurines intertwine, bringing out uncomfortable thoughts about fences. Are they protecting the forest? Or are they keeping something from breaking out? You have a vivid imagination. Sport. Oh, okay, so that's what it means. Some objects was hanging from one of the pointy branches. I tried to get closer in the snow. When I almost got to the edge of the forest, I saw a knitted mitten. Look at a wounded bird almost among the hungry and semi-dark. Should I take it to the police? Their senior officer looked roomy. Makes it remind me of Captain Casanova from a favorite TV show called The Streets of Broken Lights. Dime City Lights. Da, 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 da. Sorry. Russian mystery TV series telling the story of a daily life in Russian police officers. As longest running series in the history of Russian TV at the moment. How long? Like it's like a police Russian TV drama or something? It must have been very popular. He was also always anxious, with a tired look in his eyes. Was he brave and strong? Does meeting help them find the lost boy? I heard a shout. Look, it came from the river. Kid, that's just imagination. I hear nothing. Oh, I can hear it now too. I said the trees were calling out for someone. Volva. But it sounded closer to me. Someone was standing there behind the trees. Hiding. I'll just take the glove and run, kid. I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still, something wasn't sending about that figure. Its stillness was bent and naturally towards the ground. Its blackness. There was no one there. Just branches and roots. It was all just my imagination. You have a really active imagination. A nearby flare flapped its wings loudly. Oh! Shadow split from the tree, disappeared on my side. I looked away from just a moment, when it drew my gaze back to the same place. It was gone. So it was imagination after all. Silence reignited for a painfully long time. Streets of Broken Lights with a copy show is a routine of all investigators. Oh! My muscles were tightly sprung. My heart was beating somewhere from my throat. Kid, if you smell danger, you should back off then. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket, and I'd sprint. But nothing of the sort happened. Not even Kana. I will have to watch Kana here. She was wearing a really, really nice outfit. You know what? Never mind. I look at the mitten once more. Oh. Ah. Ah. Okay. I'm conflicted. On one side, he came here to investigate. But on the other side, self-preservation is also good. But then again, this is the early time. This is early in the game, so I should take a lonely mitten from the branch. Oh, hello there. I say that. Who's there? A sword rumbled across the field, some the distance. No echo, no hope of reply. I see you. Aha! There you are. I stepped over some breezy trees and tried to clear my pine. It didn't budge. I pushed harder, branch flapped and didn't throw off, and in my hands, huge sound. All too heavy, wet. Using the dark thing, it sounded dark swimming from a tiny stream between the midget and snow. Steam rose from a snow pile. Blood? First place, standing my pulse in disgust. Red. I stood on a flagging branch and seemed in silence. Get the hell out of there! I had to think twice before running away. Thunder was chasing through the darkness, breathing pines, sprang back. Yes, run, kid! Someone's slowing down. Breaking thoughts free from my mind. I'll get caught. Nah, if you sprinted Sonic, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just think you're Sonic. Super speed. Oh, sorry, I'm just messing up. Elections are important in this game. They're promising the final fifth part soon, with tons of elections consequences. Alright. There's an animal roar behind me. Oh, that's a bear. Oh, okay, you're kind of hot there. This is a bear, you're kind of dead. I feel like the sound has come from back on the east, rather than simple. Also, start to freeze in the air. This is my fear. They can smell my blood. Two giant wings flap above my head. Is that Malfestio? Normal shadow through the clearing. A hoot, a wheeze. Is that? Oh, it is Malfestio. Purple flash bomb. The roars will come home directions now. Check if it's a Rathalos. If it's a Rathalos, you can just get a flash bomb. Or a dried up raspberry bush. A twist pines from only the windfall. Keep running, kid. I felt like it was a sense of nightmare. The zombie curing became viscous quicksand. I was stuck in place. I put my leg on a mushy trap just to be caught in one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Oh, the snow is slowing him down. Was the snow already sticky? The screaming horror rest this wasn't snow. Something snow was clutching my pants. I got my strength, rushed forward. The pressure on my leg was gone. My boots leaped down and cold. My soles were on a hard surface again. I reached a clear path in one jump. From there, I ran to my house. It's gloomy facade didn't look better now. The house on my line of defense were shadowed with flapping their wings and creatures that were hidden in the snow. There was a doorstep beside the door. Hurry, I still managed to knock the claw marks. Oh, wow, okay, they were trying to get into the house. As the door was shrunken with wooden spawns, managed to let in to escape the cold. I hadn't noticed the claw marks when I was leaving. You should have noticed that, kid. Just open the door. There in fear, I pulled my doorknob and nobody gave away. Alright, get in. I rode the hallway and shut the door behind me. Force planks, great pursuit ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped the lock, couldn't click into place. I grabbed teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, whipping on between the roads. Okay, good job, you survived. I started blanketing the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the beautiful flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. Whizzing bread reaching the house and crashing many waves. Smell of pine and sweat. Mom picked up the kitchen, chastised the same frigid voice he was used when he talking to Dad.
Что конкретно тебе не ясно в просьбе не хлопай дверьми?
Sorry, Mom.
Я случайно.
Snuck on the glass at the door. The smell was gone. And the bread was too. If there was someone in the first place, of course. Here, mere 5 meters away from my mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting in the stone spring. With the last bit of his strength, I left my body too. Now let's get away. Throw myself against the wall so she wouldn't fall over. Mom's pressure had changed immediately. The cold mask of and sensation was gone. Mom looked the same as before those curls. She finally saw my condition. My wet pants are plastered with snow.
Ты где был? Я тебе что говорила? чтобы ты дома сидел.
Listen, the kid was trying to be a hero, you know?
Я и для тебя пустое место.
Don't say that. You're gonna traumatize the kid. I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like she was very little when I wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom ran her composed her fast and put on her usual face. Her eyes shined like steel. Her voice rang out.
У отца сигареты пропали. Признавайся, ты их стащил? Курить бегаешь?
Do you think a kid would smoke? No.
Там за мной кто-то гнался. Я думал, меня...
So as soon as I started explaining myself, tears welled in my eyes. Is that Spanish smell? Then she put in her eyes, suspicion, looking in the front yard. The bridge changed in an instant and she covered her mouth with her hand.
Гляди, вон же они. Прямо у...
What? What happened? I could swear I've heard someone scratch at the door. That's my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with her finger and I got all my bravery to look at the kitchen without a window fits my finger. I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in the snow through the icy winter patterns under the glass. Dogs! Just a small pack of strays with no name on owner, very reminded me of hungry posters who live on the edge of the forest. Kid, I think you were scared by dogs.
Божечки, ты их испугался? Да они сами тебя перепугаются, Антон.
Oh, so they look kind of cute.
Они гнались за мной, словно за зайцем. А вдруг они бешеные?
The smile slowly disappeared from Mom's face. As she looked at the dogs like it's her first time seeing them.
Что если они нападут на Олю?
Мам,
Вот бы твой отец их всех перестрелял.
Whoa, lady, calm down. Like, Jesus Christ, they're making just like dogs, just like happily been there. You changed your perspective like really fast.
мама, они живые.
А что? Ты уж определись, они тебе друзья или враги?
Man, you're really incomprehensible.
Не маленький ведь уже.
Mom sighed in annoyance. So bitter that I made my lower lip and fixed my gaze on the cobweb. Breathing corner just to keep myself from crying. Well, so protective I am. In reality, I was risking my life in the monsters. But rather in my pants among a pack of stupid strays. For what? Why do I have for this? Mitten. Oops. I let this mitten that belonged to a lost boy make a squishy sound in my hand. Seems like I was clutching it the whole time. This kid, like, he just switched between like being very scared to like being joyous as a detective just by like, hey, I got this mitten, I can solve the case. That's the wonder of being a kid sometimes. Don't do that. Keep that to yourself. What is wrong with you?
Мам, смотри, это Вовина варежка. Ну того, про которого утром милиция спрашивала.
You're so stupid. You're gonna scare your mom.
Она вся в крови, на дереве висела. Вон там, могу показать.
Don't do that.
Давай в милицию скорее позвоним, как нас участковый просил. Мам, гляди!
Фу!
Shadow Dove slowly turned on from her face. Trying to remember something distant, like someone tries to remember the dream, but they manage to slip away.
А ну-ка прекрати сейчас же. Оля тебя услышит, с ума сойдет.
Yeah. Well, kid, what were you talking about? Listen,
Она и
dude.
так не спит. На все подряд жалуется. Еще и ты со своими шуточками.
At the moment, I realized my mitten was actually wet from the snow. No blow whatsoever. Kid, you're hallucinating again. I wanted to seek for a floor from embarrassment.
Иди сюда, паникер. Да не стой столбом. Вот, таблетку на. Быстро пей.
Tablet? Oh, you call them tablets too? A golden colored pill, reminiscent of dead wasp, fell on my palm.
Я уже пил сегодня, за завтраком.
Oh, you're sick?
Попререкайся мне еще. Сказала дома сидеть. Нет же. Был бы отец, выпорол. Сейчас же выпей, а то ночью не уснешь. Тебе ведь в школу завтра.
So I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with similar awful water that gave off the toxic chlorine. Yeah. That's why you had to boil the water. Hey, it wasn't Bubble Smitten. It wasn't Mitten at all. Just like the forest monsters. An odious owl. Am I going mad? You have a bit of imagination, kid. What's happening to me? Either the pill had a immediate effect or the certain brain didn't live fear inside anymore. Eternity watched over me, bringing yawn indifference along it.
Антон, выпил? Можешь, если захочешь. Раздевайся. Уснул, что ли?
No, that doesn't feel right.
Нет, мам, просто задумался.
Интересно, о чем же?
Так, глупости всякие.
Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes. She wasn't sure what was looking at her own son, or some doppelganger came from the forest.
Точно все нормально? У тебя такое лицо было, когда милиционер про окно спросил.
Все нормально, мам.
Хорошо.
Horosho. Oh, that's another word I knew. Horosho. Okay. Like, that's okay or fine. Okay, I started to remember some stuff. Bye, Mom. It seems like the house had changed. The sofa fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The eyeballs were different, dimmer and yellower. Even the saliva outside my mouth had different taste. A melody from Alden could be heard from before when he was doing watching Favorite Little Memories episodes of switchover tapes. That's nice. You had like VCR was fun. I think I had Toy Story in one of those. I love watching that movie. That's when I changed my home clothes. Thought before seeing a started reflection in the mirror. I was trying to solve one of those spot difference puzzles. Then I went upstairs. Yeah, Farah Yago. No, she's watching Aladdin. I will pass Ollie's bedroom, save it to my own. Is that a robot? My Triceratops figurine. And all sorts of dinosaurs, Velociraptors, Aptoraptors, Velociraptors. What about T-Rexes? Oh, you have T-Rex. I remember going to the movies and see Jurassic Park back when we still lived in the city, tucking in pictures of the T-Rex in the hall. Oh, he knows his stuff. The first Jurassic Park was so good. During Saturn roared. It was awesome. And next to it was Robotech transformed. He is Robotech. I love this cartoon. When a jet fighter expresses to intro almost the sounds of blaster fire, you know the next 20 minutes will soon be amazing. Yeah, he knows. Centrality Space Station's capture. Rick, ready for run. Good things. What's this? I've never become an artist since Dad bought me the first comic book. Fly magazine was the coolest, especially like the big space related edition with alien monsters and that funny episode about the Jet Army. I started drawing all kinds of stuff in that day, seemed to getting pretty good at it. Formal letters getting published my Fly once. But one day I published my comic. He dreams big. I've never seen Lucas screaming during the day. Dangling 3 branches distance, and so he feel between our house and the forest about to sleep into my eyes. But sometimes I just catch myself looking in the window and I see treetops and I'm doing my homework. Do your homework, kid. Monsters, ghosts, you... Okay, this is why you have a bit of imagination. You really like the cult and all stuff. The Encyclopedia of Paranormal Phenomena from Rossman Publishing. I learned about all the Loch Ness Monster, Medusa Gorgon, and Bigfoot in there. Yeah, I guess that's why you have a bit of imagination about monsters and all of that. Like, good. It's good to have many different input of imagination, but even let that control your fears, then that's bad, man. Ollie was scared of the book. She could barely hang stiff from the monster aimless sections from me, but the middle part when they started talking about the ghosts really freaked her out. I remember hunting ghosts after read the book. I measured the distance between items on my table every evening and checked if they moved with some supernatural force coming in the wind for the moment. They didn't. But to be honest, what was I expecting? To beat Casper the Ghost. Casper the Friendly Ghost doesn't exist. I mean, I wish it existed. Actually, I like ghosts. I want to see one ghost. Like one Japanese ghost. Like, I think there's so many interesting things you could ask for Japanese ghosts. Maybe see a female Japanese ghost. Maybe with Ash Wong. I don't know. One of the doors was empty. I hid a minute there. Simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed. Only then I noticed there was someone behind the curtains. My entire hand dropped to the sheets. We were once in the vacation and took to the streets, or stress started when the room began to contort as if the wind was blowing the walls into the pair of cells. The corners of the room bent and undulated. The unstable thing in the whole room was the figure between the window sills and the curtains. And no simply as a cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor. It reminded me of the burial sheets.
Оля,
Who else was standing there? Stood up and licked my dry lips.
Оля, очень смешно.
You do remember she was watching Aladdin, right? The silhouette was moving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains. There was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. That's not your sister! The wind sang in the field with chorus of voices. For a second, I returned to bed, just lie down and watched the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They were looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. So don't fall asleep and just watch it back. And then we wait. Plastic rings rusted up against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Huh.
Да я сразу понял, что это ты.
Okay. I thought that was not your sister then. Like, I thought she was watching Aladdin. A blinding black halo lit up Holt's head, with a setting sun across the background. My sister was shining. When she was a baby, Dad always used to say that she was shining with happiness. Might always retorted, but Dad, she's not a sun flash. You guys have some sense of humor, man. But I brought her to the window one day and saw a poor foolish smiling face. I felt like I was holding a light woman child.
А я все видела.
Да ну,
Что ты спрятал?
She was like my mom when she was little. Before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to commanding phone voice.
ничего, просто...
She ran her table around and asked,
Ты что-то украл и теперь прячешь?
No, not steal.
Ты вор?
Что? Глупая. Ничего я не крал.
A clear image came to mind, admitted in a tree branch. What if I steal it after all? From the tree? I mean, it's not that the tree uses it, right? From the forest, grunted the figure, standing behind the black trees. Or you could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted.
Покажи тогда.
Oh my god.
Поклянись, что никому не скажешь. Тогда покажу.
Orya wore a plotting smile. Kids back then.
Клянусь маминым сердцем.
I know she heard one of the movies about the pioneers we watched. Umbrella term communist. Oh. A scout movement.
Не говори так.
Yeah, don't say stuff like that. Open the drawer, only her breath. Look at, it was not simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter.
Это чья-то варежка?
She said that as she couldn't understand what we saw.
Один мальчик потерял. И сам потерялся. Теперь понимаешь, как опасно гулять в лесу, особенно детям.
Ему, наверное, там очень холодно.
Oh, she empathizes. That's so sweet.
Его найдут?
Обязательно. Участковый по домам ходит, всем фотографии его показывает.
Pointed to the room with care and pressed entirely past against the window.
А почему он по домам ходит, а не по лесу?
She's smart. I mean, she can be smart when she thinks about it. Like, yeah, why are they asking the houses and not going to the forest directly? It's like they already know she's completely lost and yet just like doing their job, like trying to pretend they're doing their job.
Боится?
Of the forest? I mean, I don't know. The question caught me off guard.
Милиционеры ничего не боятся.
Maybe of Baba Yaga, but I don't know.
И лес они прочесали.
Don't lie. Yeah, right. Did they really check every nook and cranny where Darren is cold and whispers of the icy branches as well? If that's the case, how did they miss the midden? Yeah, no luck. They haven't searched there. Would it appear later? For me? Let's change the topic. Let's take Olya far away from possible forest ticket.
Если я сам найду пропавшего мальчика, нам, может, награду дадут. Кучу всякого, как в поле чудес. Клёво же.
He's trying to be cool for her sister. That's nice. Olya wasn't listening to me. She was pierced in the forest with incredible old eyes, characteristic of her.
А что, если эта сова его утащила?
Ерунда. Не может сова поднять человека.
Unless it's a Malfestio.
Ну вот что.
I was speaking my words with the utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain.
Ты в лес не суйся. Мне кажется, он какой-то, как бы сказать, проклятый, что ли.
Как в сказке?
Нет, скорее, как на той страшной кассете, что родители прячут.
You're gonna give it worse ideas! Stop that! Olga Schiffer stole a glance at the window.
Я видела, как ты убегал. За тобой кто-то гнался?
Oh, you were watching?
Нет, просто, чтобы мама не волновалась, спешил домой.
As I looked at my sister, my heart started tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. Like a wind, the small fire would be gone.
Хорошо тебе. Меня вот мама не пускает даже на крыльцо. Как принцесса в башне сижу. Никуда не могу выйти.
All right, prima donna.
Так и умру тут от скуки.
Kid, you should learn her. You could lend her your console, you know.
Не придумывай. От скуки еще никто не умирал.
I don't know about that.
У тебя же есть я и мультики, а мама с папой скоро помирятся.
Знаешь, что бы я загадала на следующий день рождения? Чтобы родители тоже в детей превратились. И мы бы все вместе играли, как раньше.
She's so nice.
Ага, а если бы они стали размером жука, то мы бы их в спичечный коробок посадили.
Okay, that's cruel.
Тоша, пойдем Аладдина смотреть.
Again? I think all right, started doing my little sister. I was watching over some sort of heinous apathy.
Вымотался я. Что-то не хочется.
Don't be like that. Like, just don't be like that. Like, look at how cute your sister is. Just like humor her, you know?
Ну пойдем. Мне скучно одной, а мама занята все время. Можно выбрать другой мультик, который ты еще не видел.
Okay, that's a nice offer. I'll take that.
Да я все наши кассеты наизусть знаю.
You could just watch them again, you know? Like, just your favorite. You must have a favorite episode, the one you really liked, and you just want to watch it again. Dude, you like Robotech. You can just rewatch Robotech if you want.
А вот и не все. Ты Питера Пэна не видел. Помнишь, ты уснул на середине?
I can guess why he doesn't want to watch Peter Pan.
А там потом такое. Ну пойдем. Пойдем.
Давай попозже.
Рассказать тебе, чем все закончилось?
That would be spoiling. Don't do that.
Утром расскажешь.
Утром не захочу. Придумала. А давай в прятки.
Just humor your sister. She's full of energy. She won't leave me alone.
Нет, Оль.
Тогда нарисуй мне динозавра.
You could at least just do that, you know?
Оля, блин.
Нарисуй.
Да оставь ты меня в покое!
Oi, don't do it like that. Oh my god. Kid, he just wanted to hang out with you, man. Oh man, don't do that. She was just trying to be nice to you. Maybe she just wanted like to cheer you up from the fear you were feeling. Like consider her feelings a little bit more. I guess the medicine was just like repressing that.
Ладно, уболтала. Давай смотреть мультики.
Уже не хочу.
You fucked up.
Пойдем. Питера Пэна посмотрим.
Ага, ты опять уснешь.
Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. One rule I ever have in life is you never, ever, ever make a girl cry or a woman cry. It's the worst thing you can do. It always nags in the back of your head if you do that. You will never forget that. So don't ever, ever go make someone cry like that.
Не усну, обещаю. А потом я тебе целого трицератопса нарисую.
I would go for a T-Rex. Ah, that's nice.
Ну, почти.
Close enough. She rubbed her eyes from the sleep of pajamas, a shiny smile returned her face. That's the spirit.
Давай ты пока кассету перемотаешь, а я у мамы попрошу сгущенки с хлебом. Только утром свежие привезли, как ты любишь.
Неси, только аккуратнее, а то разольешь.
I would like some yogurt.
Опять ругаться будут.
Спорим, не разолью.
Oh, wow.
Кассета где-то в тумбочке. Поищи пока.
Nightstand, huh? She disappeared in the doorway, dragged my feet in the neighbor room. Look at her place. That's nice. Give me a second, I'll get more water. I need to get more water. Give me a second. I got my water back. What the fuck was that? The hell? Why does it sound so weird? Like, it's like a squeaky toy. Countless toys. An old teddy bear is the main attraction here. Audrey doesn't sleep without it. And she digs her nose in her fur when she sleeps. Why does she sound so weird? A piggy bank. I remember these things were useful back then. Like, someone, I think this is the purpose is mostly to teach your kids how to save money. The value of money for me is not that great. I've seen that money really corrupts people and all that, so I have a bittersweet relationship with the piggy banks. I mean, for once, I know that money, after all, is just a tool. I think it depends on the person. But I think it's a bitter reminder. Olga say money for a real puppy because Dad says that taking care of him will take a lot of money. That's a nice goal. Let's see. Scary window with obvious sees that curse owl every night, lurking in the dark. Olga keeps curtains open during the day, but as soon as the twilight comes, she shuts them tight so she wouldn't see the pair of hungry eyes outside. Huh. Digital auto tracking auto head clean. These ones are old. Man. Yeah, these lasted a lifetime. All but left was clicking the button on the front panel. The few more familiar and white noise trying to dance in the back screen. Ah, that noise. I almost reached out to tune on the VCR, but the noise calmed down and a blurry image appeared for a moment. It was a dark taiga forest. This is the one inside my window. This picture split screen in half. Something creepy resembling human speech was coming out of the speaker. Speech moment reads, oh, whoa, okay. That was unexpected. It got some rogue signal. Local TV stations really show Soviet cartoons, and even that was pretty rare. And recently I used to watch Robotech before school. He loves Robotech a lot. It was so awesome. Maybe I should think of the antenna. What if I catch this channel again? On the other hand, Olga asked me to find the tape. It would be nice to disappoint her. When she's tape, I didn't want to have her to do it all. I should just shelf two dolls and blue hippos for Kinder Surprise. For the tape, I needed thanks to the shabby spine. I got a black rectangle for this box. Yeah, no, let's just be with your sister. We don't have to actually be angry at her. Okay, I think we should just like humor your sister. Because if we don't, I don't think making her sad is a good way to follow this route. Oh, I think the pill is doing its effect. Image were in my head. Me and Onya flying above the forest, dumping the soft clouds. My little sister is laughing. Her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. Hippos from Kinder eggs. Is that nostalgic to you? Yeah. For me, I think the most nostalgic toy was... God, it's been a long time ago. I think a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card. I think that's nostalgic for me because I think that's the first... Those were the first actual toys that I really valued. But not toys, it's more like a card. I loved cards back then too. I do love cards now too. It really did shape my teen life, card games. Now there's a cloud under his part, bearing the bristly pine tops. Zombie darkness sloped from the trees. The wings are not able to hold us in Olia.
Ты не смотришь без меня?
No. My sister brought a tray with evenly cut bread, a whole can of condensed milk. Around my eyes.
Нет, садись.
Мама с папой опять ругаются.
Yeah. Let's just watch cartoons.
У них сейчас период такой.
Глупый какой-то период.
I know, they're lame. I think so too. On the screen, Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow from Desert, or he was entertained by the cartoonish dog Nana.
Может, и нам родители собачку купят?
I mean, hey, there's Captain Hook. Tinkerbell? Ah, the... yeah. Condensed milk with sugar. Isn't that too sugary? I think that condensed milk was already sugar-like, right?
Ага, как же.
I don't think so. Like, this household is too small for having a dog outside. What if it gets lost in the forest? You would cry.
В Небыляндии у меня будет своя собственная собака. И кошка. И попугайчик.
She's so innocent. You should protect her sister a lot, kid. Or you smear a slice of bread in thick layer condensed milk and hand it to me.
А у тебя все молочные зубы выпали?
Конечно.
Deep in thought.
У Питера Пэна зубы молочные. Вдруг со взрослыми зубами тебя не пустят в его страну?
I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll pass customs. Berry sugar. I see.
Мы что-нибудь обязательно придумаем.
Maybe you can get a passport.
Попросим папу исправить тебе возраст в паспорте.
Yeah. That'll work.
С чего это папа будет документы подделывать?
Yeah, don't do that joke. We don't want to force documents. Ola took a bite from a sandwich and started talking with a mouthful.
Будет. Мама говорила, что он так делал. А я подслушала.
Oh. Really? Wait, what happened? Why would you need to force the passports? I don't get it. There's something else that happened in the back in their backstory then.
Смотри, уши вырастут, как у Дабба.
Your ears with speeches done. They really love Disney. Well, I worried touch her here. Smiled to myself. My sister was silent now. Before bread watching the Adventures of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell and James Hook. And she got sucked in a fairy tale of Neverland. To be honest, also imagine myself there, in a land where no one ever ages, when no one ever argues over little things, when no one listens to fights and sounds of broken plates at night. I felt like I was dreaming, my eyes were still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality.
Тоже скорее, штору задерни!
Huh?
Зачем? Никто же на тебя не смотрит.
Уже темно, а когда темнеет, прилетает сова.
Oh!
Я боюсь.
Okay, fine. Get out of bed with my drowsiness and close the curtains. I did my best not to look outside, towards the treetops, towards the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was a visual effect from the shadows and branches scribbled in snow.
Тоша, мама думает, что я напридумывала про сову. И папа считает, что раз я маленькая, это значит врушка. А сова есть.
I mean, at this point in time, there is something out there. Is it? Okay, so the thing is, I mean, there are two vectors here. One, I think the kid does suffer from a condition that makes him imagine many things. But her sister seems so sure about this.
Вот честная-пречестная, есть она. Ты же мне веришь? Что она там и каждую ночь прилетает и...
She would grab Onya's hand, look in her eyes. I was trying to trust her at least some courage and determination. But did I really have those qualities?
Я тебе верю, слышишь? Ты только родителям больше не рассказывай про сову. У них и так хлопот по горло, они только рассердятся.
Yeah, that's smart.
Ты мне говори, если что случится. И в окно не смотри.
Но она хочет, чтобы я смотрела.
Then don't do it!
Перехочет. Притворись, что ее нет и не было никогда, что она выдумка, как родители говорят. Ей ждать надоест, она улетит.
Yeah, patience is something that runs thin. All right. If all of Peter Pan's adventures have none has happened, so the forest didn't kidnap kids, so our parents were tearing each other apart bit by bit. Captain Hook was running away from a crocodile, and Captain Pan was heading for London on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I was longer than my little sister. Oh, yes, eyelids had dropped. She started snoring lightly, resting her chin on the side of her bed. Stood up and left all using room. You did good, kid. I was looking out the window, studying the field, when Mom peeked into my room.
Довольно баловства.
Hmm?
Завтра первый день в школе. Ложись, тебе надо выспаться. Не хочешь же ты, чтобы тебя все дразнили Соней?
I don't think that will happen. But thanks. Adult thinks everything's so simple. As a sound sleep would ensure my classmates wouldn't like me. I mean, I think they're saying that because they have so many things on their head right now. I curled myself in a blanket to my neck and listened to the house humming to something invisible buzzing in the corners. My inner voice had a question to me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flute again? Yes or no? Maybe it's just part of growing up. I can fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some ethereal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook, calling for me. The wind howled on and on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. That was how I felt in slumber. It's calm after all. The day I fear the most. The first day of a new school term. Welcome to school, guy. Oh, episode 2? Okay. What time is it? Should we do this per episodes? Because I don't want to actually experience the story like episode like actually watching the TV show. I actually want to think what's happening. Okay, we're gonna start a little bit and I'm gonna stop. Because I want to see this as an episode. What do you think about Comrade? It's been 2 hours too. Rocket Siren. New schools, new teachers, most probably new classmates. Well, I always have trouble connecting with. Like most kids are, like most other kids in classes, probably. I don't think so. Why do they always pick the nerdy guy? Is it because he's different from other kids? Forced myself to get out of the warm bed. Dad was driving me to old school. This morning in the bedroom, my parents were silent. Did they sleep in? It was a good thing. I know that Daddy's bored reputation from day one. My parents were going to stay tucked in, dreaming about good old days, when everything was so simple and easy. Sweet dreams, even far removed from reality. I suddenly sneak out to the first floor so I wouldn't wake up anybody, especially the peacefully sleeping Olya. Did my best to sleep, step on the middle of every floorboard. I used to play like this every night in our apartment. If my soul touched a space between the floorboards, you kind of stepping on that. Yeah. Maybe the power will be cut off. Maybe. Who knows? The glow was pouring me into his hands. Hurry, faster, faster. I was too fast, so I had to circle the hallway once again. Boiling lava was bursting out the cracks between floorboards. He's a funny guy. They watch me step to survive at any cost. Hippity hop, like a frog jumping in the molehills like a fearful bunny in a barrel full of wolves. He's just sneaking around. I made a sandwich in the kitchen, shove it down my throat, and drag it down with cold tea. Why would drink cold tea in the middle of frozen tundra like that? You would get a cold. My appetite was as good as someone being left of a scaffold towards a guillotine. Don't be depressed, man. I lowered my gaze and saw that one of my feet was standing in 2 floorboards at the same time. Burned to a crisp, huh? Yeah, you touch lava. I'm on my foot. Disgusting little snakes within my belly. The fear of getting killed by cold but nasty names. The clock ticked. I need to go. It's dark outside. Waiting for early winter morning. This darkness had fully left my house around here. I took my time to tie my shoes, buttoned up the puffy down jacket, and delayed my unpleasant exit to the semi-dark into the nearly unknown. I rolled my glasses for good luck, though I couldn't remember a single time these thick pieces of glass brought me any good fortune. Out there you go. The sky was akin to a giant bruise. On the east side of it, a black cloud was swollen up. It licked up the stars in the sky, extinguishing the rising sun. Darkness was plastered all over the treetops. The cautious cries of birds called tangled out in the thicket. The claw marks are still here. My parents made me wear this news, afraid that I, being the total klutz that I am, could lose the key otherwise. I forget about tea and drink cold tea. What? You gonna get sick? The wind whistled out the other side of the gate, inviting me to my new life towards dubious adventures. I tagged along like old buddy, pushing me in the back. White shadows of the pines threw out, covering the clearing. Upon reaching the edge of the forest, I hit my nose in the cold scholar. I was squeezing through the thick firebreak, my hair ruffled in the back hunched over. Tall trees stood both sides of the tiny trail. A snowy blanket rustled at my feet, and canopy winter white branches above my head caught me off in a sparse starlight. Then I had no plans to move away from the forest. In this darkness, trees reminded me of a shaggy old woman that smelled of burnt earth. Their trunks stood in the cracked, wicked places with holes in the middle as their mouths. If I lost my focus every for that moment, mole-covered witches would drag me to forest depths. Ah, Baba Yaga. Okay. Then my parents would be waking up in these parts, screaming my name. But I can't answer the living. Oh my god, you stop being depressed, man. Why are you thinking things like this? You've been reading too many sci-fi movies or like stuff. Like, I know fiction is good for the mind, but you're taking it way too far. Grandma, or can they? Since panic was growing in my chest. I was fine with Dad carrying me to the school in the past by now. It saved me from watching darkness by myself and ravenous like black dog. It felt like someone jumped into the bushes behind me, so I turned around. So I started walking faster. I heard snow squeak behind me. The forest took a deep breath with its giant lungs. The field floor cracked. The wings of the birds were left behind the field. Now I could only hear the forest creak. Walked, listening closely, and the seen presence grew stronger. As if someone was following me, trying to match the pace of my footsteps. I turned my head so fast I made my neck crunch. A tiny trail behind me disappeared into the darkness. 3 branches overlap, forming a natural tunnel. It's your imagination, kid.
Есть здесь кто?
That question escaped my lips and solved an ending creaking sound in the wooden idols, the pines around me. Why do I think going through this forest alone was a good idea? I don't know! Tell me about it! I'm either going mad, or someone had intentionally lured me away from my home. No, you just thought it was a good idea and it was dumb. The sunlight granted me a single mission of hope. A country road. Country roads take me home. Run, kid. In the end, nobody stopped me. I was through to the decrepit wooden bridge, disbelieving my luck. The bridge supports bathed in spring tarry ice cold. I put my hands on my knees and looked at the forest. Then snorted, trying to calm my breathing. The thicket was pretending to be asleep. It looked peaceful, lifeless. The remaining part of my commute light through the snow, laden road, emitted the sparse lamplights. I chased away bad thoughts and ran fast as I could, from one circuit of light to another, seeking protection from electric lamps. Just like in that game, we need to be first to proclaim unprotected. What? Oh, tag! The game of tag. It's just in this case, our protection was finishing best, with darkness within outside its bounds. Then there is something remarkably eerie. In place where the light from a clean lamp could reach, a hairy, crooked shadow came alive with a growth of a roar. Sir? Must feel like its features deter light. Its natural pose still feared. My eyes almost popped from sockets and stood there, blinking, trying to chase away that illusion. But the shadow didn't disappear, even go closer. Its sides were gripped with horror. Stepped back and almost fell into a slow pile. The black silhouette, on the other hand, straight up, addressed me in a sweet voice.
Чего крадешься? Душу мою украсть хочешь?
Hello, Mr. Furry. What do you want? What's going on here? Words got stuck in my throat. Who could be talking such silky voice here between the forest and Dorman village? Don't smack?
Чего молчишь, несмышленыш? Язык вырвали?
What the hell are you talking about?
Слушай, а я тебе еще и нос откушу. Будешь знать, как совать его в чужие дела.
I don't taste well. The girl stood before me, showing a voice in a silhouette. I couldn't even prevent myself from getting scared by a girl before noticing the gaping mouth under her hood with something dangerous shining inside. I was stunned. From the cavity of her hood, a frighteningly real fox face was staring straight at me. Because her jaws were moving and her eyes were blinking. A mask! It's a girl with a fast fox mask on. At least I wanted to think that. After a surprise like that, I was smiling with a regret on my face.
А я просто в школу иду, а тут ты.
Что я?
You were in the way. Waifu? Nah. She's not Asian.
Никогда не видел, как лиса собаку кормит.
No, never. And indeed, there was a small dog sucking on the girl's legs. One of the strays that were chasing me yesterday, probably.
Извини, я не хотел.
Hearing my voice, the dog whimpered and lowered his ears, lifted me out, then started wagging his tail. Yes, I still smell a bologna now that I did for breakfast. No, you ate bologna? I thought you ate a sandwich. I was shifting my gaze back and forth from the dog to the girl. She didn't seem scared anymore, just weird.
Значит, не хотел. Ну-ну. Как тебя зовут?
Your name first?
Меня Антон, а тебя?
А меня нет.
Hey, introduce yourself. Oh? She's weird. Definitely has a couple loose screws. But she has a nice voice. No, nice voice would be Kana's. Forget I said that. My search was thrown into a mix of happiness and relief. This girl I didn't know was definitely a human, if a bit eccentric. Also a bit angry at myself. This foxy girl was walking over the darkness without problem, and shouting every little sound. I could just walk away, but this girl has piqued my interest. Why? Next time a police officer asks me about my friends at a new place, I'll think I befriended a talking fox. Yeah, isn't that just funny?
Ты здесь живешь? В поселке?
She spun around so hard that hem of God lifted up.
Нет, глупый.
Huh?
Лисы не живут в поселках.
Right.
Хочешь сказать, ты живешь в лесу?
Из какой норы ты вылез?
No, I live in a cottage. What are you talking about?
Конечно. Лисам среди людей не выжить.
Huh. So you're an actual fox girl, huh? Maybe.
Пока они лисы.
My jokes are also weird. Were also weird. Kid, I think you're actually talking to an actual fox girl. You also hear Carmela mask, paper mache with fur glare into it. A dog reminded us of persistence with a loud bark. I passed my backpack. Dad would sometimes throw food in there without my knowledge. Cookies, apples, and my favorite crab sticks. He called it a gift from the bunny. Gift from the bunny. The needed part of a business lunch was treats specifically bought for children. Ah! Oh, that's sweet. The stray stole towards me with the missing footsteps, with a pleading look in her eyes. The fox did definitely treat it to something, was probably still hungry.
Зачем ты так вырядилась с утра пораньше? На утренник идешь?
I think you offended her. I hear a foam along with them. During the genuine beast. Real fox. Agile. Cunning. Dangerous. Be careful what you speak, kid. A moment of hesitation and you will rip your shreds. She'll tear you up and gulp you down without breaking the sweat. I couldn't help but just stand there and stump. Under calm melodic laughter hidden underneath a beastly mask.
Видел бы ты свою маску, сладенький.
My mask? Sweet? Did you say sweetie? I got embarrassed. Went right after my hair roots. That's weird. We'd seen a fox in a zoo once when we went there with my dad, but it had patchy fur, was gray and skinny. But this girl wasn't a fiery color furry, just like a fairy tales. So rummaging into my backpack. My fingers, I was searching for dog treat. Stumbled upon some soft, crumpled object.
Ничего.
Hmm?
Скоро проснутся настоящие звери.
What do you mean by that?
Спроси-ка лучше у них, где они взяли свои человеческие лица.
What? The girl's shadow was dancing in the lamp's light. The dog yapped in agreement. Okay, what are you guys yapping about? Freaked out, dropped my spine in the snow without getting a proper chance to examine it. Cold winds had covered the hole created in snow. The rush to get out, waited to get his reach. And the foxes snorted. I was embarrassed I wanted to sink into the snow. It was dark outside and edge of the circle. On the contrary, the darkness seemed to be even more thick. All the neighboring houses were sleeping deeply in this darkness. I did my best to continue the conversation with this weird girl I didn't know. Why keep talking to her?
Так ты в школу идешь?
You would say that fox doesn't need to go to school, idiot.
Ах, ну какой же дурачок! Так ничего и не понял.
I think by this point, you would believe he does not get it. Well, I was trying to be friendly, but she can't stop mocking me. Calling me a dummy and all. Should I just move along without paying attention to this weirdo and stupid dog? Okay, you don't need to be that angry.
А ты чего обзываешься? Не хочешь отвечать, пожалуйста.
Don't. Oh, typo. Well, that can be fixed.
Никто не требует.
Still, something froze me in place, drawing me towards the dark figure. Curiosity. We'll call that curiosity. A serious appearance, her voice was that was velvety and just languid enough. I was intrigued and excited. I watched her as people watch fires burn. That's dangerous!
Ой, да не дуйся. Гляди-ка лучше.
Hmm?
Ты нравишься Жульке.
Shulka? That's your dog? The dog was digging in his nose with sharp movements, snoring loudly. The fox turned around, looked in the windows in nearby house as it timbered from through the white mist. The tip of her fake nose was shining in the lamp's light.
И не только ей.
Don't play with a kid's heart, little girl. I went red again, like a boiling crayfish this time. You're so easy, man. Talk about herself or someone else. I hope that semi-dark will be able to hide my embarrassment from the girl.
А кому еще я нравлюсь?
Dude. No. Just don't pay attention to it. The fox didn't reply. Her slight stare was scanning the frosty patterns of someone's windows. She was reading them like a glass book. I wonder what she can see through in those winter paintings. The stray stopped rummaging through the snow. He ran to me, holding my object in his jaws. Mitten. You know what I found in the forest? What's it doing here? Danger! When I got closer, I realized it was just my mitten. Maybe Mom stuffed it in there when I was asleep? Turns a missing boy immediately came to mind.
Эй, ты знаешь что-нибудь про Вову?
I imagine the scene. Silhouettes dancing in the clearing. The dance for the night where Boba has appeared. A boy who, when found, can provide a big reward, maybe save my family. You think way too much about that. I remember my birthday when my parents promised to take me and Olga to Disneyland in Paris. There's Disneyland in France? I wouldn't go to France for Disneyland. Instead of a longer city gift, they gave me a simple brick game console, visibly embarrassed. I was crying my eyes out back then, demanding to take me to the promised amusement park. No, a console is better, trust me. It was the first time my mom and dad had a big fight. My greediness shattered their relationship. Oh. If only I could fix everything. Gather everybody I love, taking them to Disneyland.
В ночь, когда пропал Вова, я, кажется, видел, как кто-то похожий на тебя плясал под моим окном.
It could be true. But I felt like Mask became more sly. The fox was sniffing me out.
А что, ты тогда испугался? За себя или кого-то еще?
Don't answer her. She's prying for weaknesses. As soon as I thought about my sister, my chest tightened, so a cold sweat streamed down my spine.
Ну так слушай меня внимательно, мальчик по имени Антон. Это большой и страшный лес.
The fox girl stepped forward menacingly.
И я не единственный его обитатель.
So who's your neighbors then?
Другие звери уже знают о тебе.
Huh?
Берегись нас. Этой ночью мы опять придем.
Oh, so they did see you? I mean, kid, are you hallucinating? I shouldn't have talked to this evil child for, I thought.
Пока ты со своей семьей будешь спать, подкрадемся близко-близко и станцуем.
I mean, do you have a permit to dance in the night, you know? I mean, do you have a permit? If you don't have a permit, I'll sue you.
Макарену! Чё?
Macarena? What the? Wait, you mean that song? But why do you know the Macarena?
Эй, Макарена!
Oh. Why do you know that? Huh?
У тебя прямо челюсть отвисла, Антоша!
What the hell are you talking about? Why do you know? Hey, Macarena. Why do you know that?
Видел он меня ночью у своего окна. Ага, как же!
Why do you know that? Like, is that song popular in Russia back then? Like, why do you guys know? Macarena? Why do you know that song? Is it because it was popular? Oh my god, everyone heard that song. Ah, that stupid song. God damn it, I don't like Macarena. It just sounds so stupid. Give me a second, I'm answering something.
А ты случайно не местный дурачок, нет?
Yoshi no, this kid, he's kind of like up in the clouds.
Меня не отпускают гулять так поздно. Здесь, знаешь ли, дети пропадают.
This plastic from my glasses, possibly still a joke. She got me scared to death.
Ой, да не тереби ты окуляры свои. Я раньше тоже близорукой была.
You wore glasses too?
Лучше послушай меня. Может быть, ума наберешься. Лисичку как обычно называют? Плутовка.
My words seemed to hurt her.
Ох ты ж! Да как ты меня?
Why are you acting like that?
Ой, прости.
Her laughter was akin to a jingle of pair silver bells.
Да шучу я!
Okay, are you talking normally or are you just messing with him? Of course you're messing with him. You are always messing with him.
Конечно, плутовкой. Если ты ловкий и смелый, не боишься с плутовкой водиться, я, так и быть, помогу разыскать этого Вову.
I mean, that's a nice offer, but I wouldn't just trust a fox like blindly. How can you know that you are not trying to hurt him, in a way? You said a fox is cunning, but doesn't mean that it's your friend. Friend or foe is hard to tell with beasts.
Ты же неспроста его ищешь, да?
Shrug didn't reply. Her insight was alarming. I mean, if you're like doing this, of course you might be looking for like some reward, right?
Знаю, почему дети повадились соваться в наш лес. Порой там можно найти много всякого интересного. Я вот однажды нашла целый сугроб конфет и купалась в нем, да так что челюсть слиплась.
That candy must be way frozen to be tastable. Like, trying to actually like imagine like eating a jawbreaker that is like completely frozen. No, sir, that's gonna break your teeth. But candy. I couldn't use where she believed in what she was saying and tone her voice. I could show her no smile, a fake one this time.
Посмотрите-ка, какой недоверчивый. Ну-ну, а что ты на это скажешь?
She held out her hand in the 40 minute. Huh. There was an assortment of sweets in her palm. In the city where I used to live, sweets like these were sold on markets or in kiosks. Oh yeah, I know what a kiosk is. Yeah. I saw my favorite bubblegum in the baby wrapper on the tasty treasure. Very name was into it. Turbo. Portable, I mean. A triangular fox face spoke her nose towards me.
Угощайся.
Really? Okay, fine.
У меня их полные карманы.
Why haven't you eaten them then? Can I stop here? Okay. Wait a minute. Why would you have his favorite? Isn't that just suspicious? Why, coincidentally, of all the candy she could have gotten, she got exactly the ones he would like to take? Something's off. Sorry.
Нет, спасибо, я...
I'm fine. I wouldn't offend the first person I make contact with this new place, but I still want to take the gum off hands with some weird girl. What did she find in the snow pile? What is this prank candy? That kind of blows up your face when you wrap it.
У меня на сладкое аллергия.
Что?
She sounded puzzled.
Ты чего? Живешь в мире таблеток и микстур?
I mean, he does take pills.
Ну, в целом, да.
Her palm was empty now. It floated in the air, catching snowflakes now that all the candy has suddenly disappeared.
И Новый год у вас правда раз в 12 месяцев? Есть эти...
She clicked her fingers trying to remember something.
понедельники?
Huh? No, that happens every single week.
Ага.
О, как все запущено. Вам бы, юноша, кило шоколада съесть против скуки и уныния.
No. If I eat that much chocolate, I would like be really, really sick. I don't want to get diabetes. Who are you? After asking that question, she wouldn't answer all anyway, or she'd just lie. I wanted to see what's behind her mask. I was becoming more and more sure that the dream wasn't just a simple young girl.
Может, Вова тоже нашел сугроб сладостей и теперь кувыркается в нем?
Isn't that awfully tempting, huh?
Слушай, вдруг он решил остаться в лесу?
Nah, I wouldn't be like that.
Тогда, наверное, ему очень холодно в одной варежке.
What? How do you know that? The wind caught her words like smoke and fire and carried them deep into the darkness into the creepy thicket. A tree behind me creaked in the bony branches.
Или с ним что-то случилось в пути. Что-то страшное.
Huh? The forex reacted to her words, became alive. It sniffed me out, perking his ears like a curious beast. The false girl pierced me with her eyes again.
Дикие звери?
Это, по-твоему, страшно?
I mean, beasts without like a proper weapon or a proper set of armor? Yeah, I think they're gonna just like card you many, many times.
Ну, не знаю.
Не знает.
What do you mean by that?
Уж не с двоечником ли я подружилась?
I mean, the kid, it's very, very, very easy to talk to. So yeah, maybe you were kind of right. I didn't like being called a dunce, but yeah, being friends with her sounded nice.
Я хорошист.
I mean, sure. I don't trust her, but being on her good graces seems the diplomatic way to do this thing.
Бел да пушист. Пойдешь со мной, хорошист Антон? Найдем твоего Вову и сам его спросишь, что он нашел в этой пуще. Ведь пока мы вместе, никто тебя в лесу не тронет.
No, this doesn't feel right.
Вот увидишь.
Worms so worry rooted in me my belly. Better run, whispered my mind.
Я тебе не верю.
Ты думаешь, я врунья?
Yes, we just met! What do you expect me to see? An idiot?
Да и пожалуйста, мне никогда никто не верит.
The girl sounded hurt, although I didn't know she was being genuine about it. She turned around, and she had immediately lost some interest in me. I remember my dad's favorite saying, "Where are your manners, son?" Indeed, this fox was kind to me.
Не обижайся, пожалуйста. Лисы бывают и добрыми. Ну, как в сказках. Мне бы только понять, что ты за лиса.
That's the diplomatic way to say it, I suppose. The girl giggled, having a nose in her mask in her hands.
Тогда пойдем со мной в лес, и ты все обо мне узнаешь.
Still awfully suspicious, lady.
Но не сейчас, а когда рассветет. А то тебя, бедного, всего аж потряхивает. Того и гляди, кондрашка хватит.
Well, that's awfully kind of you.
Ай да, провожу тебя до школы.
Huh? Really? Hearing this, the door barked an agreement. Stop messing with the maiden. I leaned in, tried to grab a piece of handwork that almost ran away from me.
Ну, если тебе по пути...
We went towards the school and the lost dawn. Here and there, the lights came on the windows in the house we passed, and the inhabitants were sending us warning signs. Silhouettes lurked behind the curtains. Dogs let out occasional barks. Birds and great smoke rose from the chimneys. TV's bustle and dishes clanked to kitchens. We watched the village slowly rise from slumber, while carefully treading for slow, weedy trails. I walked in the left one, and she took the right one. The dog was following right behind us. I expected the fox to bring up something weird again. She stayed silent all the way to school, as if playing with me some game only she was privy to. She only giggled from time to time, when the dog sneezed from the snowflakes that fell on his nose. That's the first break of silence.
Так как тебя зовут?
Yeah, she didn't tell us. Come to my place, I'll do you with some candy. We'll go to the forest. Yeah, that's too suspicious, man. That's why I rejected the candy. It's like, yeah, thank you for offering that, but we just met. Like, I don't know if you're just playing me a prank.
А, ну конечно. Имена, имена, имена.
Hey, you must have a name, right? Something that you called yourself.
Людям непременно надо вешать ярлыки на все подряд.
Huh?
Ну и как бы ты назвал такую лису, как я?
I mean, I don't feel like... Do you really want me to name you? I mean, you should have your own identity.
Даже не знаю. Но я читал про лису по имени Алиса.
А что? Я не против.
You don't mind me calling you Alisa?
Пусть будет Алиса.
Huh. Now that's too suspicious. I couldn't understand if she was joking or not. I turned around as I looked for an answer from the dog from the dark sky devoid of dawn. My silent questions were left unanswered. School sideline was hurrying aside. All right, we're gonna stop here. Like, this interesting and all, but I want to take this for between episodes, like episode 1, episode 2, because the game is not completely complete yet, right? Episode 5 is gonna come out in December, so if we take this like bi-weekly, I think we can actually have like an idea how the story goes. I'm kind of interested. I thought it's gonna be much more brutal than this, but I kind of like how the story is set up. Like, there's some sense of like fairy tale mystique to this. It's not as well. There were jump scares that I didn't react to, but I think I do like the sense of mystery. Fox, Lisa, like Lisa Alice. Well, it's not just a funny name. All right, we're gonna like save here. There we go. All right, let me check. Can I have load? Yeah, all right, it's there. Okay. That was interesting, to say the least. Let's go back to my room. All right. So yeah, it is a very interesting game. I don't. How to say this? I'm not gonna lie. There is something very interesting with this story. Yay! I'm going to sleep. All right, comrade. It was a nice game you got me. I will play. I will play it again. I want to see where the story goes. Like, what is it with this weird woman fox? And the sister was also nice. Like, I also relate to the kid because, yeah, having like a very broken family, it's sad. So I kind of resonate to that. I kind of feel sorry for the kid. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but okay, we're gonna leave it here. Tomorrow, I don't know if we're gonna stream. Maybe I will, maybe I don't. We'll see about that. Maybe I'll post the stream early on, but don't get your hopes up. I think my schedule kind of like got settled between like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we'll see. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. Like, I need to get my food right now. It's like, right, I need to eat my food. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks so much for coming by. May you have a nice night. Gigi, Comrade, Joki, thank you for coming by. I hope that you found this like my narration interesting, and that's the best I can actually like. The best thing I wish for is that you guys were entertained for me just talking along the road. Ooh, wow. I'm not that used to talk that much. So I was kind of worried that maybe I would get tired along the way, but you know what? It was good. Maybe this is good training. Good night. All right, thank you, comrade. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the day for today. It was fun. It was nice. So we're gonna see what can I just leave the raid to. Let's see. Mori Calliope, Shimon-san. Mate. Let's go here. Oh, she's okay. Maybe she's not live right now. Let's see. Mori Calliope? Yeah, let's go with Mori Calliope. Yeah, she's started. All right, let's go there. All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming by. Have a nice night out there. We're gonna continue this game in another week. So for now, stay safe. See you around. Have a nice night. Thank you so much. See you again. Also want to see Khan again in that outfit. That looked really, really good. I should just stop talking.